is wrong with me, but lately my brain, it's definitely the smoking, my brain, like, doesn't work. I don't remember anything. I, like, think of things, like, it happened, like, 12 times today. I'm trying to think. I just wanted to clean the bathroom or something, and I get distracted, and I start, like, doing something else, and then just now, changing the 10 and 10, I was like, oh, yeah, I have to message my dog walker people, you know, about my Florida dates. And then I was like, wait, I did that yesterday. Wait, they didn't respond. Let me check. So I, like, had to stop everything to go check. And then just now I had a thought. And, like, what was coming out was how fast my brain was moving. And now I'm like, I've moved on. Like, I'm already on to the next thing. Like, oh, what the fuck?
I don't know that smoking. I feel like that's just maybe a little ADHD or something.
I don't know what's going on.
Anxiety, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Actually, that's probably more accurate.
Who the fuck knows?
I think I've always said ADHD, but I feel like ADHD is when you focus on one thing and you, like, forget about everything else. And I don't think I've ever gotten into that state. I think I'm constantly ping-ponging.
Yeah.
All over the place.
Yeah, I don't know what is what. We'll do an episode on it, because I'm like, I gotta figure this shit out. It's crazy. Oh, welcome back, everybody. I almost said happy birthday.
It is!
It is!
Happy birthday!
Oh, I should have just played that off. Happy 2 years.
Yay!
We did it. Nice to have another fist bump. Yeah! Yeah, welcome back, everybody. We're celebrating our 2 years. But before we dive into our episode, we're going to start with our 10 and 10, which changed like four or five times today.
Changed once.
I can't. What are we doing for our 10 and 10?
We're talking about house cleaning hacks, but mine has actually just turned into cleaning instruments that I think are helpful, because I don't really have hacks.
I love it. What's your first one?
Well, the first one is a hack, actually, because I just washed all my clothes with an entire pack of gum. It was also on one of the, like, busiest, most stressful days of my life, and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. There's little bits of gum embedded in every piece of clothing that I have. So I kind of just let them sit on the chair for a bit. It was
very fresh. Like, it smelled
very
fresh.
minty. They still smell minty. But I've come to learn that when you freeze them, I actually took a photo.
I've been wanting to know
all of my clothes in the freezer. I cleared out the bottom. I was going to send this to you. I forgot.
Oh my god.
I put all my clothes in our freezer and let them sit there. And then last night I turned on a YouTube video of, like, some music and sat there and picked off all of the gum, because there really isn't an easier way. But some of the fabrics, it's really nestled in there.
Nestled. You're asking the wrong person. I said 4-5, so who knows what I'm talking about.
But distilled vinegar. It's not super easy. It doesn't just slide right off, but it does help.
Oh, good.
Everything is good except for one shirt that I think I need to wash again, because I did, like, another round on it.
Is it the bad shirt? Like the one that had, like,
no,
everything?
Actually, that one looks great.
Okay.
It's the athletic fabric from my marathon shirt,
Ooh,
the one that we got.
Yeah.
It really just loved it. It absorbed it. So I just,
like, it was really not a good day for Erica, so it wasn't really a let's take a video type of moment.
If you started recording, I
think you would have had a mental. I think I would have been thrown off the balcony. Either that or you would have just, like, collapsed in a heap. So I definitely didn't do that, but there was a part of me that was like, in the future, we're gonna laugh about this.
Yeah.
And it was really funny.
It was really bad.
It was sad. It was just like, oh my god, like a whole pack. It, like, disintegrated, and literally every single piece of clothing you have.
There was one stick of gum for every item of clothing.
Yeah, cute.
So that's my hack. Also, just check your pockets so you don't do that.
Yeah. That's really a hack. Nice job. My first hack, or just like or cleaning, whatever, is vinegar and baking soda. I use it for everything, and then add, like, a little lemon slice in there and really use, like, the lemon brine as like a scrubber, and then everything smells like lemony and
Yeah.
delicious, and it works like a charm. I do it on my bathroom, like my tub, the sink. It's great.
It is like crazy to me that is like a cleaning solution for like everything.
Yeah.
Because I bought this book a while back that was like how to have like natural like home cleaning products,
Yeah.
and every recipe is like that.
Vinegar, yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, well, I should have skimmed this book before I bought it because it's one ingredient. My next one is an investment, and I think everyone should invest in a Roomba or a robotic vacuum, because I love just being like, oh, I need a vacuum, and all I do is press the button and move some things out of the way.
Yeah.
And then I go to work.
It's so nice.
So nice.
I love her.
Me too. Yeah.
That's funny because my next one is about a vacuum, but mine was like a hack, especially if you're a girl. Well, actually, I guess it doesn't really matter because guys have hair too. But like, I struggle with cleaning when I have to like wipe or scrub everything down, and like there's hair residue everywhere, and it's like you're trying to like get it, and it's just like not working. So I got this from my dad. I've started like vacuuming all of my surfaces, like even like the bathroom like surface, like in the sink, just vacuuming the hair up before wiping it down. That way it's less
smart.
dusty. Yeah.
I usually will wipe it with like toilet paper or paper towel before, because the dust in the hair, when you use like a wet wipe after,
and then it just like gets grimy and doesn't actually get clean at all, just like gets wiped around.
Yeah. That's smart. My next one is also a product. It's a toilet wand because I hate scrubbing like in the toilet, and they have an invention where you don't have to do that.
Oh no, it's the best.
It's I don't know why. It took me a long time to buy that, because I think I just grew up like with put on your rubber gloves and you really get in there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I don't actually have to do that anymore.
Yeah.
So it's nice.
I know. I love that thing. My next one, actually, another, just going right off yours, is those toilet stamps.
That is great.
It.
I don't know where you found that, but
I was just like on this like cleaning, looking at Pinterest. I'm like, I just want to elevate. I want to be fucking clean as fuck. And that was like the one thing that I've never really had before. And I was like, oh, well, I guess. Because you know how we were talking about like San Diego has hard water?
Yeah.
I think it's like, and I always leave my toilet seat down. I don't like leaving it out. I feel like it's creepy. I don't know. It's just like gross. I just want to keep it down. But I'm like, if it's down, like you don't really, there's not a lot of airflow going on in there, and like if the water's already hard, you know, if it like yellows inside of your thing, I'm like, this toilet stamp fixes everything. This is awesome.
And it smells so good.
I know.
Every time you flush.
It's
It's like a little gel thing you
Yeah.
like stamp on the back of the toilet where the water goes down.
Yeah, I love it. And it's lasted a long time.
Yeah, great invention. I put use hard stuff for shower. And I think because I meant like hard chemicals because I bought like shower stuff, that the spray that we had, the like everything spray before the stuff that you bought that like foamed and like had actual chemicals in it. I was like, this is not doing anything. And then I cleaned my shower with what you bought, and I was like, holy crap, it's a different color.
But that's also why I like the vinegar and baking soda. It takes a long time and like a lot of it to create like a paste, but if you use that like in your shower, it works well. So it can like work, but it's a lot more like elbow grease into it. But like, sorry, I just hate that word. You really have to work at it. But like, yeah, this foaming stuff, it's like sprit, sprit, scrub, scrub, boom.
I know. And it like really, you're like, wow, my bathroom was not white.
That's awesome. It's like yellow.
So gross.
Another lemon and baking soda one. Baking soda, if you like spritz a little bit or whatever, drizzle a little bit in your drizzle in the bottom of your trash can, it makes your trash smell better. And then lemons in your garbage disposal make your garbage disposal smell better.
The garbage disposal one's good. I think it might be time for us to invest in a different trash can.
I cannot wait. We're leading into, this is a good 10 and 10 for our like lead in. But I agree. We've tried. Literally everything.
It smells so bad. I walk in the house and I'm like, oh my gosh.
so bad.
And you take out the trash, like you take out the bag and it doesn't do anything.
Oh, I've aired that motherfucker out for like days on end. Scrubbing that shit out.
Oh, I just cleared my whole list.
I think we only have one more.
Okay. Oh wait, I found it. My last one, Ellie bought this, is a Swiffer duster. I don't know.
That was mine.
Oh.
God damn it.
It's great because I was using like old t-shirts, again, a hack I had growing up.
Yep.
But I'm like, this friggin' dusting one is so quick.
Yep.
It's so nice and it actually like
Works.
gets everything.
Yeah.
Instead of like just rubbing the dust around.
I would only use like rags and stuff if I had Pledge. Do you remember Pledge? That like wood stuff? But we don't really have, I mean, we do have wood stuff, but we have like, the need isn't as great. Like I want to be able to dust like all that other stuff. And I'm not about to Pledge the ceiling fan. I'm not going to get, I just want a little quick something. Like, come on now.
No, that was a good purchase.
Yeah, the duster was I just love that duster.
Yeah.
It's the best.
Maybe
it's satisfying.
It is satisfying. You know when you'd see in the movies the little feather wands?
Ooh, one of those.
Yeah. Is
That'd be
that a
cute.
duster?
Yeah, I think so.
Just made with feathers?
Mm-hmm.
My eye is twitching and I can't.
I know you got like very like giving me a look and I'm like, is there someone behind me? What's gonna happen?
Oh, I'm trying to...
It's like a cue for something. Like we're the
know?
only ones in here you can say
feather
it.
duster.
Anyway, 10 and 10. Wow, we did it, except for kind of.
10 and 11.
All right. Well,
we've been recording a podcast for 2 years.
yes, we have. And yeah, we have an episode today, but I don't really want to do the introduction. I want you to do the
I
introduction.
was trying to segue you in.
No.
We've been doing the podcast for 2 years, which is really exciting. We've also been living together for just over 2 years, which has also been really fun. And we're moving. Yay!
Why are we moving, Erica? What happened? What's going on?
Well, I don't want to jinx it. I'm a little scared to say, but it's progressing. I don't know why it wouldn't happen. Because I bought a condo!
Yeah! Erica bought a house! So
it's
we're moving.
Crazy. So we're moving, and we're still gonna be in San Diego, just a new area. We are gonna have more space. We're gonna have a pool. We have a gym that actually has like a squat rack and weights that you want to use and things that seem to work.
Yeah. Half of it's broken.
I know.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really looking forward to it. I've seen the place once, but I've honestly looked at your video so many times.
Yeah.
I just keep like looking at it. I'm excited, and what we want to talk about this week or this episode is kind of like our ideas that we have and things
for
like that.
the new space.
I know.
The new setup. Because we're not going to have the same setup.
No,
anymore.
It's going to look very different. I am like, it's different because you're buying the house. I do feel a little bit like, can I like hang stuff up?
Oh,
but I'm also,
yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it's just because it's like, we're not entering it in as like both renters. So I'm gonna be like, and this is allowed here, but I know you're gonna be like, Ellie, shut the fuck up. This is gonna get old really quick.
Yeah, I want you to make it I want it to be our little house.
Yeah,
I'm excited because it's like I feel like I would invest more time into my space if it was something that I knew was mine. Like there's all these like DIY things or like I don't know, like with flooring or walls or like layouts of stuff. It's like I just don't care because I know that I'm renting and it's not
like a
space that we can do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah.
And now we can. So that's cool.
I did just want to like briefly before we start talking about it, just kind of talk about our evolution of just like this podcast space, because as you guys know, we've been on YouTube. You've seen how different, and from our clips and stuff, how our like setup has like differed throughout the 2 years that we've been doing this podcast.
Yeah, it's crazy. Actually.
And we finally kind of, I think the last few months have settled on this one just because it just makes the most sense for us. But I feel like I never really appreciated the back like setup that we have here, and now thinking that it's going to be different. I'm like, with everything from the changes of like being on the couch, off the couch, the tables, the floor, the different mics, like that has always stayed the same. And so I do appreciate that, to be able to like look back these past 2 years in these episodes, and like with all of the changes and all of the things that we've learned about recording a podcast, from like audio to visual and all of that stuff, like that has always stayed the same. And it's always fun too that when people come over, they like see
like,
it.
This is the couch.
This is this couch. This is the setup. And that always like brought a smile to my face. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. I love that.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I'm like, it's like a bittersweet thing, but I'm excited because I feel like we've had ideas for like how we want to have like maybe different chairs, or like a different like angle or whatever, and we are very limited by the space and not wanting to like rearrange things, and now we have the chance to do that.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on how you want to be set up?
I've been thinking about this recently, even before this move even like was a thing. Of just like, I remember talking to you about this recently, of like, what could we do to like elevate the podcast that we're not already doing? Like, I think people that listen like us, and it's just like you have to share in order for us to grow. But I'm like, what are we like not doing? And so I was just thinking about like, audio, visual, like different cameras, different like perspectives, like you said, and what makes us comfortable and makes us feel like homey, because I do appreciate our like YouTube and clips and stuff. And so I was kind of already having a few different ideas, but all of my ideas during that time were specifically for this setup. And it is very like limiting. Like you think about it, and then when I'm trying to think of like, we tried everything. We tried to our iPhones propped up at different angles so that we could get like different angles to, like, we've tried having we've tried so many different things that it is difficult to like think of how to elevate it if like all of your ideas come to dead ends, because it's just not like physically possible in a space like this. And then going to go see the house, it feels like, we'll have the couch, like we can recreate it if we wanted to, but just like with how large that open space is, where like from where the balcony is to where like the dining room table, the start of the kitchen, is so large. Like that's so much space. Like obviously the living room is going to be there, it's still our home, but that is so much space to kind of like manipulate what we want to do and how we want to like get set up. I also just kind of think of things from a visual perspective, of how awesome that morning like east light is in the dining room, and how like nice of probably an audio like corner that is, and then to be able to do like obviously some sort of iconic backdrop is kind of the thing that I've been thinking about the most of what to do, because I want something to be as like a little bit of a homage to this, you know what I mean? Of like, we're always going to have like something that's like, this may change. We may get different mics, different cameras. We may sit up, sit down. And like when we have guests, sometimes we have to like move around, but like our backdrop will always be the same. Obviously it may not always be the Caribbean Sea one, maybe something a little bit more towards the podcast. And so that is kind of what I've been looking at, and then kind of centering everything around that backdrop.
I like that.
If that makes sense. That's kind of like my baseline.
The consistency of the backdrop is going to be a big thing. I guess my mind has been on like the chairs. I do love our couch, but I'm like, there is more space to have like chairs. Like, I know that costs money. I'm about to have $0, so this might be down the line. But like, it would be nice to have like chairs that are comfortable, because if you can tell by the amount of times I've adjusted already, the floor is fine, but you can't extend your legs because of this table. You're like really cramped, so sometimes I'm like angled this way, angled weird. So it'd be nice to have like almost like the chairs that are on our balcony with like a back, and we're like sitting. The problem is then we need a place for the mic, so then it gets to like, it'd be nice to have like the clip-on mic or something. But then it's like, that's another thing that we have to buy, would be new mics. So
No,
I think
this
a good
is
place to start is the backdrop.
Yeah. That's like kind of what I like was thinking, but even before this, I've been in a very interior, like I want to switch up my it's just so okay, Ellie, slow down. It's fine. Everything's fine. You do not need to talk a million miles an hour. Minute? Who knows? Seconds? What the fuck is happening? I've been in no, what I wanted to say is fuck. It's just so funny how things happen. Like I have been thinking, we had this conversation recently of you were like, I just want to spend all my money on clothes. And I was like, well, I want to spend all of my money on like redecorating my bathroom and my room and all of these things. And then a week later it's like, hey, we're moving. You know what I mean? I'm like, it's just crazy how, is that kismet? Is that the right word for it? Like it just is just so wild. Anyway, I have been thinking a lot about redecorating and recreating my space and like, yeah, things add up and it is expensive, but like, why do I have things that don't bring me joy?
Yeah.
I love this couch to sit down and watch movies and hang out and have people over, but I love the floor and I love this table, but like, it suits me, but it doesn't bring me joy. It doesn't scream like podcasts. Like, this is the journey that we've gone on together as best friends to create this. It just feels like we're on the floor because this is all we fucking got, which was fine for the first 2 years, but now it's like, how can we elevate? So like, I understand like, it's gonna cost money, but chairs, love that idea.
Back support.
Back support. No numb feet. I feel like my toes have fallen off. Like,
it's just my knees are like screaming.
I'll literally I think I was out there was some person I was talking to, I forget, that I was like, we should have you on the podcast or something. And they're like, yeah, but I'm not sitting on the fucking floor. And I'm like, that's valid. Yeah. That's a valid point, and I understand that.
And when we bring in the table, it's just such an awkward angle because I feel like I'm usually on this side, and then I look
ginormous. It's like your face and then me and the guest. It's insane. Which is why during like Haley's episode we brought the table back in, but even still it's like it's just like your shoulder. It's just really not the best angle.
Not great, no. Yeah, we'll figure that out. But other ideas for the space, I feel like we've been talking a lot about, this is not podcast related, but maybe since you brought up the lighting on we have the sun rises in the east and sets in the west.
It sure is.
And we have windows on both sides.
We sure do.
So you will get the sun the whole day, which is lovely. But I was thinking of, I would like to build, we are on our coffee journey. Ellie wants to be a matcha girly.
That's next for me.
And I want to build like a little coffee bar, like a little station that's like its own thing.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
I think that would be cute.
And like love this idea.
Make it exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because right now our counter space is pretty limited, and it's I feel like about the same in the new one. Like there's not a ton of counter space. So it's
probably
like
the same,
have a little stand that's like just for that's separate.
Yeah.
It's not like,
well, now we have space to do that. Like that dining room is huge.
Yeah.
I do think too, like again, no, it's your house, but that picture that I was showing you of having like a couch in the dining room, I recently shared with Erica this thing I found on Pinterest or Instagram or one of the things I was on of this like couch setup in a dining room, which I know sounds weird, but like it was very cozy and like cottage farmy like vibe. And so I was like, I really would love to recreate this. Like this would be really fun, because in this house specifically, we do spend time in the living room, but only when we're like really watching TV or we have stuff going on here. Like it just, when we come home and we're like debriefing and chit-chatting, like I really go towards those chairs like every time I sit down, and like it's great to have a dining room, but like that's not the comfiest chair to be like debriefing or like eating like a cozy dinner, because sometimes like I don't really want to like set up TV, but I want to like be able to like eat and do stuff, and I can't really do that here, or else I sit on the floor, you know? And so I just thought that like I really liked that idea. And something that my dad's wife brought up when we first met like a long time ago. She was saying how it's funny when you have like when you're hosting and you have people over, everybody finds their way to the kitchen. Like that is where everybody congregates every time. So it's like, if everybody's already in there, like why not make it a more comfortable, like everybody wants to be there because that's where like the drinks and the food is happening. Like it's just a very communal, fun place. And me, like I want to be able to like cook and share food with everybody and share that space. So why not make it as comfortable as possible and have that like, I don't know, I like that idea. It's a long-winded explanation on why I want a fucking couch in the dining room. Like I'm really trying to sell it here, if you can't already tell.
Love the idea. I think it's great. It's like a little like
but wait, there's more.
Like a little like breakfast nook. Yes. Or like, you know, like a little cozy area. And I agree. I feel like both the things we're talking about is like to make the kitchen more cozy and elevated, because I feel like you can always kind of rearrange your bedroom however you want, and I feel like I always want to change my comforter. I'm always wanting to like do a new style. I'm like, well, I've had this for a year, so it's time for something else. But I feel like a kitchen,
you never like jump on those instincts though.
No, I don't.
Like, have you ever changed your room? Oh no, you did. You moved your desk a few times. And your bed, actually.
I moved the desk and the bed once. Yeah. Because it was originally on that side. Yeah. But I feel like it's just, again, it's like a hassle, because then you have to, all the pictures are hung up for that space, and then you have to take everything down and hang everything back up. And I feel like, I don't know why, I feel less attached to a space when it doesn't feel like mine. So
now you're going to feel very attached.
I'm going to be like, I'm going to do whatever I want.
I love that. What are your thoughts on like painting and wall decor?
Yeah. For context, we have people that haven't seen the house, because I don't know why we would have. We have floorboards, and we have boards along the top. What are those called? Not headboards, but like ceiling boards.
The headboards. Wow, that's gonna bug me. But yeah, ceiling boards.
Baseboards and top boards.
Is it a board? I don't think board's in the name. I think it's like its own.
Oh yeah, like it's like molding, crown molding or something.
Yeah. Ooh, that sounds right.
But the ceilings are pretty low. Did you notice that?
Girl, no.
Okay.
Are you kidding me? Everything looks fucking ginormous.
Okay, well.
That is crazy.
I was like, it's kind of low. And I feel like the crown molding, I hope that's the right word, makes it seem even lower.
Smaller, yeah.
So I don't know if we can like rip those out.
Sure. Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to ruin the wall, but that was one of the first things that I'm like, that would be
interesting.
Nice to, because I like feeling like it's like a bigger space, you know?
Yeah. Your childhood home had the biggest like times you've like, what were you guys doing? Honestly, the door, like the top
those
of
doors were like 8 feet at least.
Insane. Yeah. I felt like this so little every time. And then inside the living room, it looks like a 2-story. Like it just goes up and up and up and up. Like what the hell?
I know. I don't know why. It was nice though. It felt. I mean, it's a big house, but I feel like it made it feel even bigger because there was so much airspace.
Yeah. Well, I also feel like if there's any family that needed that, it was you guys.
But once the crown molding is removed, I don't know. The walls are like a beige-ish color. Tan.
Yeah.
Which I don't hate, but I mean... I just got really hyper-fixated on the drinking from the dog. I couldn't even focus.
It's okay. It's not your fault.
I don't know that I have a feeling about paint. I feel like I need to understand the vision. Mm-hmm. It's not just like, yeah, let's paint the walls green or something. So I'm like, why?
What is the point?
What do you think?
No, I just was asking because I remember when we first started to move into this into this space and you were wondering about like that stick-on wallpaper, like for
yeah.
one wall or something. So I didn't know if you had, I know obviously very different, like you can't really compare the two, but if you had that same like idea that you were like, finally I can use this wallpaper.
I can use the stick-on wallpaper. I haven't been looking at like, I feel like I need to get back into my interior design phase because I do think there's really cute ways to like make a space unique with like wallpaper or certain colors. But I think I've been looking at so many houses that I'm like seeing stuff without any furniture, and then you see a wall color and you're like, why did you do this? Like, it looks so bad. But I don't know the vision. Maybe it looked really good with the
whatever they
decor.
had. Yeah, that's true. I've been really like, I don't know. Even growing up, I don't think I've ever been like a big wall painter. Like, I didn't feel like that's how I expressed my like vision or my like design of who I am. I remember once when I was I don't even know, probably elementary school, I went on like a week summer camp, and I came back and my mom had painted my room, like one side it was like all purple, and then one side there was like a decorative wall of like stripes and stuff, and I was like, oh, this is nice. But it was like, that was all my experience was with like painting. In every other house or apartment, I've never felt like, oh, I need to paint the wall or have some like wall decoration. So I feel like now it's going to be interesting to see like that you own the space, if you're going to be like swayed into wanting to paint it a different color, and how, if I'm, you know, like what that is even going to look like.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's other things in my like priorities of what I want to do, like first. Like the color of the wall is fine to me, that I'm like, we don't need to change that right now. But like the carpet, I really want that to go. It's stained, it's like white. I'm like, why would you pick that color?
It's like a really weird off-white.
Yeah. It's only in the bedrooms and the living room, which is good. It's not the whole house, but it's still not my favorite thing. And I feel like building out the kitchen is like the next thing in my mind.
Yeah.
Like having a little coffee nook, having like an actual, because like our kitchen table now has kind of just, sometimes it just turns into like the junk table. Where you just, like I just throw stuff on there.
Mail, and we're like, recycling, things from the day. Yeah.
And there are two chairs, but it's really only one that can sit comfortably.
Yeah.
Like when I sat at the table with you, I'm like, I feel so close to you. Which is fine.
Our like knees are touching.
I'm just like, this is like a cramped space. Yeah. So where are you thinking you want to put the dog stuff? Or I guess it would depend how we lay out the kitchen.
Yeah. I am really big on, like, I feel like everything needs a space, and that's the thing that's bothered me about this place is we kind of have a lot of things just, like, willy-nilly out and about, but because we don't have any space to put it, like, we don't have, like, a linen closet or a cleaning closet or even a space, like, I really wanted to put some sort of, like, shelving over there where the flag is, to have like the dog stuff, like, so everything's put away. So the only thing that really needs to be out is their water bowl or their food bowls if they're eating. Like everything should be away. So I think it'd be nice to finally have like a little bit of space to maybe get something like that, just so it looks a little bit more like put together, and I can like close it and it looks like something. Plus I always love a good shelf or cupboard, because then you can put plants on the top.
We're gonna have a lot of room for plants and a lot of light for plants. I cannot wait. I want to like have our balcony like for like instead of like a privacy screen, it's just like plants.
Oh my, I'm so down. I love that.
Like, that'd be perfect.
I need the privacy with the plants is gonna be awesome. So I hopefully like that's kind of what I'm envisioning right now. I don't know where, but I would like it to have like a space, a home, so it's not like out and about.
Were you a Marie Kondo gal? Did you ever watch her stuff?
No, I think we've talked about this before. Her name sounds familiar, but only because you've said her.
I feel like she's the one that would, like, the two biggest takeaways I remember from her show were that if it doesn't spark joy, like, get rid of it. Like, especially when you're going through clothes, like, take everything out of your closet and hold it in your hands and do you feel excited about this? And if not, get rid of it.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of times we just keep things because we're like, maybe someday, and we don't even like it.
Mm-hmm.
And then her other thing is, like, everything needs a home.
Mm-hmm. I love that.
And I feel like those are both the things that you're saying.
Yeah.
Marie Kondo gal.
But, you know, now that I think about it, I really go back and forth between that, because you go in my room and sometimes I'm like, I have rocks and things like willy-nilly about, and if you were to ask me like, well, why is this out? Why doesn't this have a place? I'm like, that's its place.
Well, I think, yeah.
Okay. Does that make, because I'm like, there's like random things that I have where I'm like, this is a sticker for my friend, and I'm like, this is its home, this is where it's staying, belongs here, propped up.
I feel like that's different than just like, oh, we randomly have a pile of towels, or we randomly have like a, you know, like it doesn't have a spot.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like shelves or like bookcases or like even the TV stand, like there's just some random stuff on there that like, it's fine. Yeah.
I love that. Sorry, this like decrepit dog is trying to make its way over.
Little Luna. I was thinking about this though. If we get hardwood on every floor, she's just gonna slide all over the place.
I need to get her some, like, I think she needs, that's my other money spenders. I gotta get something for her. Like a wheel or something. It's that time.
Oh, no.
And like a balloon to put over her foot, because she just slides around. Like when I try to get her to go out the store, it's like ice skates. Like, girl, just stand up. What the fuck are you doing? You have pads. But it is really slippery for her.
It is. We could get like an entryway rug, like the long ones, because we have that entryway now.
Oh, look at you making your way over. Very strong. Yeah, you saw that we were talking about you.
She's like, I don't need a balloon
Yeah.
or a wheel. Look at me. Getting worse.
Okay. We're done. Good girl. Go lay down. In your bed. Go lay down.
She's like, what the heck? I just came over here.
Good girl. Good girl. Lay down. Lay down.
Falls over.
She knocks the cat. I would have been like, all right, we're done. No. How do you feel about this TV stand that we have?
I'm not attached to it, so you hate it.
It's not that I hate it, but ever since you pointed out how warped it is, I cannot look away.
I stare at it every time.
I had no idea.
Really?
I had...
It's
and
all
I'm
I
like,
can look
how
at.
did I miss that? It's not only warped this way, but it's also warped this way.
Yeah, it's like Boeing. Yeah.
In all directions. You could travel to Africa in that thing. That's crazy. It's like insane.
Yeah. I would like to have the TV on the wall.
Mounted? That was my next question.
Because I'm like, we're renting. I don't want to get charged if we put like something in the wall. But now I'm like, who cares?
Yeah. No, I love...
And it frees up so much space.
Yeah, I'm definitely down with that.
Yeah. I do think you kind of like need something under the TV.
Yeah.
I don't know what. Do you?
Some sort of... I think so. Yeah, because you need... It's not a bookshelf, but it is a TV stand, but it's more so like... Where, again, everything needs its place, where we're going to put, like, the mics and stuff, the books, like, all that stuff. I think that's pretty normal. And then you can have, like, pictures and plants.
Closed.
Yes, everything. Yes, I agree.
Like, this I don't love because you can just see everything. Yeah.
It's nice on some things. Like, I like being able to see the records in the record player, but it would be nice to have, like, a little bit of... That way we can just, like...
Yeah.
When people come over.
I feel like we're going to sell every item of furniture, but we don't have replacements yet, so we need to, like, move stuff and then sell it there, maybe?
Yeah.
Because I'm, like, between... The fact that we need to move in, like, 2 weeks, supposedly, I'm, like, I don't want to be worrying about, like, Facebook Marketplace meetups right now.
No.
I don't.
Same. But my mind is, like, I just want to spend money. Like, I'm ready. I'm about to go on vacation, and I'm, like, I want to get... This is what I was saying before the episode. I want to get my hair done, my nails done. I want to, for some reason, need to completely redo my bathroom.
What do you mean by redo?
I don't know. I just want, like, everything new. I just want to just erase and restart.
Wow.
I don't like it. I think it's, like, gets so dirty so quick, and it, like, really bothers me.
Uh-huh.
And I don't, like, think it's me anymore. Like, I think when I first got that shower curtain, I was like, I'm trying to be all... I don't know. I was like, it fit me for then, but now I want something new. And now I have a perfect excuse. But it's really hard to, like, right now the only thing I'm doing for both, like, the podcast idea and, like, the new, like, my new room and bedroom is just, like, or my new room and bathroom is, like, a Pinterest board. Because, like, I don't know until I know once I'm in there, like, what works and what fits and what is even going to be, like, worth it.
Yeah.
So I just have to, like, reel it in.
No, that's good though, to like start getting inspiration. I used to love watching like Fixer Upper and like those shows because I feel like it was inspiring to see how you could, I mean, granted they were spending money, but they were like spending significantly less than if you like buy, like when they go to like an antique thing or like thrift and like find this old cupboard and then you like sand it and stain it and it looks great. The problem is we don't really have like, we're not home. We don't have a garage. We don't have these, like, tools to, like... Yeah, we could probably do that on the balcony. But, like...
It's tough.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is tough when you don't have, like, that space. I will have to say, though, the more and more I look into renting things from Home Depot, like, you can really rent... Everything there. And I'm honestly, like, would not be surprised if they do, like... you just do it there. Like, if you wanted to, I don't know, you know, if you, I don't have, like, like, if you wanted to take a old dresser or something like that, don't quote me on that, I don't know if that's true, but you can really, like, anything you want, they have. Sander,
that's true.
All of that stuff, and then all of those people are so helpful. Honestly, Home Depot is such a vibe.
I do like it there. That's like a fond memory growing up with my dad when he needed to get supplies. Oh, the smell of the wood.
Yeah. And just like seeing how organized, the gardening section and how organized all the screws were. I loved that aisle. Everything, that is the epitome of everything has its place.
Yeah.
Size and gadgets of all sorts. I don't know why the universe, who gave me a brain and a mouth? And why don't they match? Like, why am I not as smart as my mouth says that I am? And then why does my mouth just, like, open up when my brain is like, please, you're embarrassing us. You're an idiot. Oh, goodness.
I don't think you're an idiot. You crack me up. Well, I'm excited to see what we do. I feel like there's a lot of ideas spinning in my head right now, but I don't know how fun it is for people listening to just hear the spiral.
They love it.
But I think it's maybe the season too, because it's like getting colder, you're staying inside more, you want to like have your cozy space and freshen things up a bit.
Yeah. And the good thing about this too is like, I think sometimes the pressure of like renting is, at least for me and my experience, is like this need to like get everything figured out right away so that I can enjoy it because my lease is only this amount and I want it set up.
Yeah.
Whereas here you have like the ability and the flexibility to just be like, you know what, this year is just the kitchen and that's all I want to do.
Wait, can I tell you something?
Oh no.
I've been working with a financial planner because obviously this is a huge purchase and I want to make sure I'm not going to be homeless.
Yeah.
From buying a home. And we have you in my plan of like, you're going to be living with me.
Yeah, oh no.
And she was like, how long is she going to be living with you? And I was like, you can put indefinitely. So we have you in there until it's like 2054 and you're still there.
Accurate.
So whenever you do want to leave, let me know. But you're slated as an indefinite part of my life.
Indefinitely. Where's that button? Wait, I love that. That makes me feel so good. Also, you were saying that year 2055. Like, that's crazy to think about. That feels like
that's
a million miles away.
Like 20 years from now.
Yeah, I know. That makes my stomach hurt, kind of.
Yeah, it's crazy. I know.
Wild. But I'm excited. I think the thing I'm looking forward to the most is our podcast setup. Only because I feel like that is the thing that's going to come together the quickest. Like, I think the bathroom is going to take time, probably rearranging my room, and like finding a nice dresser is going to take some time. Yeah. But I think like for the podcast, I'm like, let's set it up. Yeah, like I kind of like excited to see like where is it going to be? What's the best fit? Because once we bring this in, like everything else will kind of have to like move or work around that. I'm excited.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. I did want to ask you before, this has nothing to do with podcast setup, But Ellie's bathroom, you have like the Jack and Jill doors. Mm-hmm. What are your thoughts on that? Do you like that?
Oh,
are you
yeah.
just gonna leave one closed all the time, or what do you think?
No, I think it depends. Like, if it's just us in the house, like how we normally are, then I'll probably keep that closed. But I don't know. I kind of like the light that the bathroom provides, that little hallway. Mm-hmm. I don't mind a jack, like those two doors. Mm-hmm. Plus, I figured like it'll be so easy for like guests to use that bathroom because then I can just like close. You know what I mean?
Your bedroom. Yeah. I was thinking it would be nice, like, I don't know, for me, I like being able to, like, sleep naked and walk to my bathroom. So now, if you have the other door closed, I can do that.
No, I'm excited. Yeah, I can't wait.
Which is great.
I also am, like, this is really weird, but I am a privacy person, but I don't like doors all the way closed. I like them cracked. Like, I want to be able to, like, hear kind of, but, like, I don't know, a closed door is, like, so, like, intense, whereas, like, a cracked door is, like, I'm not available. I am, but you know what I mean? Yeah, like, I like that. So I think with these doors, it's like, oh, okay. It's not the end of the world. Yeah. Do you see? Okay.
No, that's good. I wanted to make sure. I feel like we're on the same page. Like, if I was in that room, I would feel the same.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, exciting stuff. We'll still be in the setup for a little bit longer, but excited to take you guys on the journey for year 3 we're about to embark on of the podcast. Crazy.
Please share us, guys.
Yeah, you can close us out because you made me intro.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I did. That's crazy. And I've not done an outro ever. So thanks for tuning in. Honestly, guys, share with your friends any episode, any clips. We're really trying to post more on YouTube and TikTok and on Instagram.
Ellie's really trying.
I'm really trying. It's taking me a second to learn. Like, can't figure out how to do captions on YouTube yet. It comes to making a caption, like all spark of smartness, creativity exit. So it's like, divorced parents. Like, it's just so dumb. So I appreciate you guys, like, bearing with whatever the saying is, you know, sticking with me and liking and sharing because it goes a long way. But speaking of, you guys can find us on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all of the things. What do you say? Wherever, get your podcast, wherever you get your podcast. You can find it. I love the way you say it. Get your podcast.
You can find us wherever you get your podcast.
Yeah, something like that. She has a better flow. Tune in next week for her better flow.
See you guys.
See you guys. Bye.